For me, Hoya Multiflora has been a teacher. This Hoya taught me all about blooms. She's a very forgiving Hoya, and she lets you play and experiment and really gives you the time to figure out what she needs to grow and bloom. When I first brought her home, she sat in my east-facing window. She would put out lots of peduncles, but they would always blast. Blasting is when the peduncles don't form into blooms. I upped her humidity a little bit, and that helped. The peduncles would get a little bit closer to blooming, but then they would blast. I upped her watering a little bit, and this really helped. Maybe half of the blooms would open, but not all of them. It wasn't until I moved her into my south-facing window, maintained the humidity around her just with a humidifier, upped her watering when she was blooming, and I started to spray her with orchid spray, the orchid fertilizer foliage spray, that she really started to give me all of those beautiful shooting star blooms. This Hoya isn't easy to find, and by that I mean you're not going to walk into your local garden centre and find one there, but they do come up online and they're definitely available on Etsy. I just find it to be a wonderful Hoya that is really, really forgiving and gives you lots of chances to play. She tries to tell you exactly what she needs in order to give you not just beautiful foliage, but also those telltale shooting star blooms. I have her in a chunky mix. I do water her a couple of times a week, especially during the blooming season, which seems to be all the time. And I spray her once a week with orchid spray. There isn't much science around if the orchid spray actually works, but anecdotally, it's definitely worked for me with Hoya Multiflora. She's just pulled about a foot away from my south-facing window, so she does get some direct sun, but it's not all day like my other Hoyas that are sitting in the windowsill. And right next to her, I have a mini humidifier that runs until it's empty each day. I would say humidity around her is about 40 to 45%. I fertilise her every second watering, and also, like I mentioned, I spray her. If you want to learn about Hoyas, if you want to try and understand them a little more and how to make them grow and bloom, Hoya Multiflora is a must. She will teach you and she will let you make mistakes and she will tell you exactly what she needs.